Okay. Peace.
Peace.
This is the Verbal Vortex show, episode 2. I'm the host, Cyclonious. Would you like to state your name for the people watching?
Yours truly, if you don't know, Big Cakes, Mr. Kipling. You get me? It's Sunday, so I'ma just keep it humble. I'm trying to say. But yeah, big up, Cakes.
Dopeness, man, and it's good to have you on the show, bruv. You know
Thank
what I
you,
mean?
brother.
Alright, so let's kick it off like this. Can you tell us about the inspiration behind your latest album, Guidance?
I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck and keep it 1,000 with you guys. There wasn't a set artistic creative process with this one. This one was kind of, and I've had albums like this before. When I'm working like this, it was almost like I wanna, it's that time, Cakes, I need to release something. Because what it is, true, when my mum passed away, as you can imagine, that rocked my head, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Upside down, man, still trying to crack on with life and blah blah blah. But it's getting to the point I'm thinking, no, I gotta put out some music. And I still got a bag of unreleased tunes that could have gone on the album. But what happened real quickly was I had a couple songs that I hadn't put out for a while. There's a song on there, Primo. I had it in fact, all the tunes on there, because it's a short album. Okay, I hadn't put out for a while. They were all produced by a Leicester-based producer called Rabs.
Okay.
And we was meant to get some more beats together for a project or whatever, but I think it got to the point where I thought, nah, these 3 tunes will go together. And one of the tunes were called Guidance. You know, so, and yeah, that's just where I'm at with my music right now. So I thought I'd package it with that title. And like I said, it's a very short album. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let me not. And it's metaphorical in the sense, you know, when you don't want to talk too much when you're giving guidance. To a youth. You wanna, do you know what I mean? And it weren't like the listeners are youth, but I feel like I've got to address a lot of misinformation and a lot of nonsense that is being fed to the youth, you know? And as I'm grinding and kind of attaining that for people who know anyway, like Raw Cakes, OG, older rap, been doing this thing for time. Nah, them man, you know what I mean? For anyone who, I wanted to have my 2 pence in the sense that here, boom, a little guidance for the youth. Because I'll tell you, bro, more than money for me in this hip hop thing, and it's always been like this from the start, is like genuine recognition for who I am and what I'm trying to do. You know, it's more than money. I remember a few amazing moments in my life. Like one time, one lady sent me a message on Facebook and said, and I didn't even know her. She said, Cakes, I play my youth, your album SKIM, on the way to school every day because he needs to get a set. And it blew my mind. It made me think like, rah, you know what, bro? Whether or not you're aware of it, you know, people are listening still. And it's like, you know, so that's just where I was at that stage in my life without waffling. I said, yeah, let me drop a little guidance because this thing's going mad, bro.
That's right,
like,
bro.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't like, and I don't want to, because when I was older, bro, when I was younger, bro, remember the elders was trying to tell us, this nonsense you're listening to.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Bro, when I was about 7, my dad's saying, are you mad? You better wear your trousers the right way around. Did you think you are crisscross?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're listening to a bag of different stuff where the elders recognized it at the time and they was trying to tell us, I don't want to be a party pooper. I don't want to cramp the style and the party that the youths are having, but it's weird though, cuzzy.
Yeah.
It's weirder than what we was having.
Definitely.
Way weirder. It's kind of way over there, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be, again, respect to the elders back in the day who were G'd up enough to say, nah, man, fix your flipping hair, or like, who do you think you are? The Fushnikins, you need to go to school. Nah, salute them, man. But you know what I'm trying to say.
I know.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just how I wanted to drop this project. Still guidance, boom.
Yeah.
And I've been on the gardening thing, so I wanted to touch a bit. I wanted to incorporate, because since I got on the gardening thing, anyone who's been following Cakes will see that I dropped a tune called Flowers, dropped a tune called Grow Something. You know what I'm saying? So I've just been trying to inject that world, or mix that world into what I'm putting out. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a bit of both. And just, of course, yeah, good old hip hop, you know, good old bars, because, yeah, that's what we do, bro.
For real. So how does Guidance differ from your previous work in terms of style and sound?
Style and sound, yeah, this one, I mean, simple, because it's all produced by an artist called Rabs, a producer called Rabs, yeah? So already it's Rabs, it's sounding Rabsy, isn't it? Because everyone's different, isn't it? But Rabs has got a certain style I like. His beats are similar to a lot of beats I mess with, like other producers I have worked with, in the sense that they're soulful, melodious, I would say, kind of at the right tempo for me to get my point across still. So I won't say it strays too far away in the beat, Cakes beat picking kind of style. The only thing, I mean, a few keynotes I would point though, is like the album's short, it's 3 tracks.
Oh wow.
3 tracks and a skip, bro. Do you know what I mean? I've never done anything like that in my life. Do you know what I mean? So metaphorically, I wanted to have that statement, EP if you like. I don't even think I've done an EP that short. Do you know what I mean? But I'm calling it album Rago. Yeah, and it's just a lot more mature Cake. So for example, everything is kind of mixed in to a gardening sense. There's a lot of horticulture, if you like, or agricultural references, if you like, you know what I mean. And it's also preing what's going on, inevitably happening. You'd have to read between the lines to get what I'm saying on that one. It's times are changing, do you know what I mean? Like, if we look at what's going on in certain countries, how certain things are viewed and not, do you know what I mean? So it's just showing you, I want to say, yeah, my prophetic side, because a lot of the, I'm by no means calling myself a prophet, bro. It's not that, but it's like a lot of my music. If you know Cakes, I said a lot of stuff before it happened, man. Or I cover a lot of stuff before, you know, like even before there was, if you know Cakes, before there was all these conscious rappers, I was on stage in the UK. I wasn't even calling myself a conscious rapper. I didn't even have that thought. But what I was saying on stage was, if anyone remembers Cakes back in the day, like I'm talking 2004, maybe 20 years ago, I'm on stage saying, if you ain't conscious, you're, and the crowd screaming, unconscious. Because I was trying to say, like, wait, hold on a minute. A man just grabbing the mic and saying whatever the flip comes to their brain, that don't make no sense.
Right.
I'm consciously writing and spitting something that makes sense. So if you're not doing that, you're unconscious, blood. You just walk, you know what I mean? So I've never really been afraid to go against the grain or think by myself or just drop my opinion. Do you know what I mean? So it's still that element. Ain't nothing gonna change there, but it's current, man. It's what I'm dealing with current and what we're dealing with current, and a little less away from the politics Cakes that some people might know me for, or the attacking the agenda or system Cakes that some people might know me for. Because at the end of the day, it's not that energy every single day. Sometimes we have to just look in and and see what we can do to make a change. That's rather right. Than because if I start talking about Rishi and all them donuts out there, Rishi Sunak or whoever Prime Minister came before, bro, we got worse people in our family.
For real,
we got
for real.
Bigger donuts.
For real, fam. For
bigger
real.
donuts in my family anyway. So why am I gonna waste my time? I might as well make a diss record on some brother in my I hear you. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that because that's a bit. So I mean, we talk the thing as and when needs be, but it just weren't that time for me to, they weren't going to get that side of cakes on this album, But bun them same way, you're still going to feel that energy.
No, but, you just saying that, like, it's truth, and I can just sense a sense of growth as you're saying that, and like you said, every day it doesn't have to be flipping fight the good fight because we have to live and we have to maneuver. I hear what you're saying. So back to your album Guidance. Was there any collaborations on the music, and if there was there anyone that you was particularly excited about?
On Guidance, my memory is so bad. There was no.
So it was just you and Rabs.
It was just me and Rabs.
So that basically caused the collaboration. Yeah.
So what it was, Rabs sent me some beats. I'd say years ago. I saw him one time at Blades' crib when he was doing some recordings or something like that, and we spoke about how I had the tunes all recorded and how he needed to send me some more beats and we'll put it together or whatever. But again, it just got to the point where I thought, you know what, Cakes, it's now or never, man. I think I had one of them months where, bro, it felt like every single day on the phone someone was passing away. It was getting some, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, come on, man. Like, you live once, it's now or never. Package it and put it out there. And another thing, Rabs was saying also to me, bro, those are some old beats I sent ya. Don't worry, I got some mad fire. That ain't even the style I'm on no more. So with that in mind, I thought, big up Gio, because we had one little project we were working together, and he's got a brother who done the artwork for him. So he just said, slap me the number. I just shouted him, salute to Tech. We just worked together on gone back to back on the WhatsApp. He sent me the artwork the next day. Obviously online distro kid, things are different now, isn't it? So right. Man just went and put that together still. But I didn't think too hard about it, bro. I've had a few more projects where I've enjoyed putting it together looking back, but at the time it wasn't so much fun because it was like I'd go check more, for example, we'll set out the order like this, put it like this, and then I'll go home and think it sounds and then there's something missing on this tune, or you know what I mean? So, and it's just got to be like this. I didn't have that energy with this thing. It was almost like I was handing in some work. But the final work is like, boom, that's it. But it's been well received, bro, and that's what, like, for me, it's not about the numbers, you know. I ain't paying no DJ. I got that on one of my big tunes. I ain't paying no DJ to play me though, so I rate every real DJ that plays me, yo. It's as simple as that, fam. Like watching one thing on YouTube, Chamillionaires explaining the game, saying, right, what you think all them times I was number one with they see me rolling, they hate it. It's like I was paying now. Ain't nothing wrong with that if that's you're looking at it like a music industry. But bro, I'm not here for hip hop like that. I said I spat the words I wrote. They calling it a classic. Hip hop is a hobby, rapping is a habit. You know what I mean? Like I've been dope all my life, bro. I've never spat a rap like they could be spitting bars there now. You ain't gotta like me. If I walk in the cypher, I got bars. You can say, yeah, my man can rap still, So it's never, for me, it's never been, I've always been trying to showcase what I've got. I've never, like, even when you hear my lyrics, it's like how I'm talking, bro. with me. I've
Yeah.
never tried to develop this thing and this character and try. And peace to everyone who does do that, but yeah, that's just staying it. That just staying in it for me. You know what I'm trying to say? So
No, I feel you, man.
it's always a opportunity for me to showcase myself and what I'm about. And when the music gets received like that, I'm like, nah, Cakes, you're onto something. When I get some mad feedback, like the few but serious feedback, like people take their time out to shout me and say, bro, or, Cakes, you know, that's what I'm in it for. So yeah, check that out. If you ain't, you're definitely gonna pick up one or two things that, you know what I mean. Yeah, but yeah, man.
What would you say that is the standout track off your album, and is there a story behind it?
The last one.
Yeah, the Guidance album.
The Guidance album.
Yeah, which is the standout track.
It's they all
for you, that is.
Oh, for me, yeah.
For
For
you.
me, the track that just makes me smile is a track called Primo.
Right.
Primo, yeah. I'm saying on the track, I'm saying it's a madness. I'm saying, catch me under the tent like it's Glastonbury. Like, you know, in Glastonbury on the tent, yeah.
Right.
The flavour of the food got the cats them merry. I'm out in the field like it's Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Mad! You know what I mean? Like, for me, that gets me so excited. I'm like, Cakes, right, what, you said that? I'm saying, I mix the ones and the twos like Primo on the decks. Out in the field, fam, I'm known as a vet. Check the tips of the leaves. That's a little health tip. Label my pots with a permanent felt tip. Alright, so but that bar about labeling your pots with the permanent felt tip, do you know how many situations I've messed up because when I'm putting the peppers or the whatever, you know what I mean,
right.
I should be labeling them, but I'm like, nah, I remember that that one's over there and that one's over there. Shows on the road now, and like I don't know what peppers and what tomatoes, and then yeah, you know,
right.
So that came from a real experience for me. Even like when I'm saying check the tips of the leaves, that's a little health tip. I remember when I first started gardening, saying, right, why are them leaves at the tips turned brown at the bottom, or why is them leaves yellow? And then I'll go on YouTube and do a little research. Do your research and then discover that, all right, some plants might not be getting enough nutrients, so you need to put a bit more soil or give them a bit, you know what I mean? Or some plants might be getting too much nutrients, that's why they're showing you certain, you know. And then it made me appreciate life a lot more, bro, because it made me realize that these plants are alive. These vegans need to chill, B. The things they're eating is alive.
For real though.
See, real.
Yeah.
See the broccoli and all that, they're alive. They're still, you know. So when they're saying, "Oh, yeah, no, I'm playing, I'm messing about," I don't want to have that argument, but I kick and joke in it. But
no, but I feel what you're saying.
These plants are alive, bro. Because how can I have a plant on my windowsill, give it too much of something, and then it speaks back to me and says, "Hey, man," or it communicates a message. Whether or not I think it's talking to me or not, it reacts to what I've done. And then when I react, when I change my approach, it again reacts to what, you know. And then we have a mad relationship. So yeah, man, that's a standout one for me. But there's a track called Guidance on there, which is obviously the title. Like, I've got albums where I've done quite a few albums where I won't have the album title as a track. Okay. I often do that. Sometimes I don't. Do you know what I mean? But this one, yeah. So the Guidance track as well is a serious one for me. But even there's a track on there, Little Bits. Yeah, man. Fire, man. Premium Cakes.
No doubt, brother.
Feel me, bro.
What way do you see Guidance making an impact on the current hip hop scene or to your audience?
I think we underestimate how much effect we have. Okay? Like, even now in this technological world, or whatever this world we live in, man might look at YouTube and think and say, oh, I only got 250 views, and compare it to someone who got blah blah blah. But you don't know who saw your video compared to who saw that one. Another thing, the quality of what you're putting out there might affect just one person differently compared to, do you know what I mean? There's so much stuff we can't measure. There's so much, yeah. So I've always just done stuff like that. It's like when you give sometimes, you know, you ain't meant to just give to receive, or you're just meant to give, innit? Just make, yeah, because when you start trying to calibrate it and measure it all back, it ain't gonna mean like that. It ain't gonna mean, so I just know I've done something good. I'm listening to some fire, I need to put it out there. A lot of my music, I always reflect on it in the way that when my kids are old enough to, well, they are, but if my kids are old enough and want to appreciate, you know, they're just chilling in their house, I might not even be there or whatever, I want that music to be able to confident. They might not agree with everything I say, but I want them to say, yeah, that's a G, you know?
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying? That's my, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I can't tell you. I just leave it to the most high powers, isn't it? I know I've gone, taken my time and effort and put out this good work. And for some people, I ain't even gonna connect with them. I get that. I get that. It's like a lot of music out there. I might not even connect to it, but on a sad day or a happy day, even one tune I've never really listened to might hit me a different way still, and then you realize what it's there for. So yeah, I just know, come on man, Cakes, you just put out some fire. UK wise, I don't listen to myself a lot of the time. I go back and just like listen to tracks I like from Cakes. I don't just listen to my albums like that, because it's obviously me and I know what to expect. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying this album too. I've got 2 out of 3 tunes on my current playlist still, and I let them play even though it's me. Yeah, I like it still. So I think it's definitely positive. There's youths out there that there's so much other content out there that they feel there's a youth out there that's listening to this album thinking, nah, I can rap like my man. I can, yeah, I don't have to take it to, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I can't measure that, bro. I just know that it's works, good works, you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
For real, brother. How do you perceive the current state of hip-hop in terms of trends, styles, influences compared to previous years?
Bro, I can't pretend, man. I'm not gonna try and mince words, but there's nothing changed. That's why, like, I've got a tune called Flowers. When you're dead, they'll give you your flowers. How can they doubt my lyrical prowess? I grab the pen and show my spiritual powers. Got them silent like the H in hours. They'll wait for you. But in that tune, I said, F a record label, man. I've never sent a demo. Now, that's no disrespect to record labels per se, but I was trying to get across a point still. I've always understood, even when I didn't understand, the business side of the music industry.
Right.
It's like rappers coming out and they're crying about the shit contracts they signed. Bro, when you were signing the contract, on the day, there was a rapper like me, cuz.
Yeah.
Dissing the labels and for this trick they're playing.
Right.
And even if it weren't on a song, there was man saying, bro, you know, but it's like some people ignored all of that, and then when they came out on the rough end and didn't get what they were hoping to get, they start pointing nah bro, not Cakes. Yeah, not me. I ain't gonna come, you ain't gonna pay me to make a tune that I think is weird, bro. I don't like, or I'm questioning it, or I'm thinking, raw, I can't show my mummy this one, bless her soul, or show my youths. Like, I'd rather just go work elsewhere for it. Like, what, bro? What else does man need apart from food, clothing, and shelter? I don't know about other people. Do you know what I mean? I just go work for yeah. So,
oh, well, you got integrity. That's
yeah, bro. Call it what you like, but I've never. All right, cool. Yeah, man. So is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So for me, it's like nothing's changed, bro. It's just progressed. Yeah. It's like, all right. So when I was a kid in school, secondary school, I remember walking around with the man them saying, I remember any of the man them who went to school with me that might see this will be laughing. They remember cakes, primed young cakes, year 7, year 8, year 9. I'm walking around saying, if it ain't QB, if it ain't from QB, I don't listen to it. Tragedy, Gaddafi, Nature, Nas, Mob Deep, all them man, Queensbridge, Jungle. I used to love them man's music, yeah? All right. Let's fast forward. Prodigy, bless his soul. We all know before his demise, he's come out and done projects addressing and attacking the industry, if you like, or the forces in the industry, if you like, saying what he was doing in the past wasn't what he wanted to do. He didn't realize it, but there was an agenda behind it, yeah? All right. I've said all of that because today we would deny, today you'd get into a conversation with an adult and they'll deny that there's an agenda in hip-hop.
That's right.
It's like, get out of here. You stupid. You think I'm stupid? I've seen this cycle play out many times. Furthermore, I'll show you when I got told about when this cycle got brought to my attention. That's just the kid. It's like EPM. It's like Run DMC and Public Enemy. But we was too young to understand why. You know, one's in this. Like, I didn't even understand their music at the time. But I'm seeing one in selling Adidas tracksuits and trainers and shell toes, and one talking about fight the power and blah blah blah. Now, again, being too young to understand certain things, someone might say, hey man, I want to be a successful rapper, I want to be successful at what I want to do, I want to be a successful artist. So naturally, you're going to go to where the money and the lights are, okay? But we've heard too many stories of people coming through the corporate industry world, if you like, growing up, and it just weren't attractive to me, bro. It's like, what are they gonna give me, cuz? Like, what are they gonna give me? You're gonna give me a big house that I'm gonna need to be doing this forever to afford? Well, you're gonna give me a lifestyle that is like, bro, where do these clothes and all these stuff? I mean, I like wearing a bit of something, you know what I mean? But how much clothes can I, like, what? Am I going to make tunes for my people and my children? When they listen back to it, I'm rapping about shoes, bro, from Italy, cuz.
Yeah.
And they're playing it on repeat, cuz. And like it's becoming part of their psyche. Who am I working for, bro?
Yes,
that's why they pay you big money, isn't it? Okay, so I mean, some people ain't gonna get this because they're dumb, cuz. It's all good. Listen, when I came to this country, when I went to school, remember back in the school times, yeah? They'll put you in sets.
Yeah.
Set 1. I'm a set 1 brother, bro. The whole time. It's just as the natures will have it. Now, that don't mean anything, per se. It doesn't mean that you can't learn from a set 5, brother. But, bro, I remember one time in school I went to set 5. I was like, blood. Yuck. I don't even want to be in this class because what the hell are these men doing? Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, it's for us to educate ourselves, yeah? But, bro, I can't pretend like I can't identify this trick. I can see it. I know 1 + 1 is 2 times 9 is 18 divided by 3 it's 6. I could, you know, it's not. I'm not the smartest kid on the block, but what I'm trying to say is I could decipher certain. Yeah, I could work certain things out, bro, real quickly. Some people might not be able to work. I get it. It takes time, but I'm not gonna pretend like. So when we heard the TLC story back in the day about TLC, like imagine this: your we all know your songs, but you ain't got no money in the bank. That, I mean, alarm bells should be, you know. And so what I'm trying to say is like, these labels, bro, nothing's changed, cuz they're just there to exploit. And like, even look, I'll be at work listening to Heart. This is what thing I always post on my Facebook. All they play is Bruno Mars, right. Coolio. They play the same dead Coolio track. Coolio had how many albums, bro?
I know.
They play the same dead Gangsta's Paradise tune, yeah?
Yep.
I'm saying, okay, who owns that tune?
Exactly.
And how many, okay, you hear Coolio rapping. How much does he actually get off that tune? He might not even get anything. He might have sold all the publishing for that.
Like a drip, I suppose.
Like a drip, yeah? Bro, so you start to see it's like a racket, and you start to see that, all right, these labels need these artists to create these products, give them a shitty deal, add it to their catalog, and they're gonna be rich forever. And then we hear certain stories like, I don't know, certain man trying to play the same game like they did, and they take them to war, like your MJs and your blah blah blah. But it's just the same wickedness, bro. I've always loved my independence. I remember when they weren't no distro kid, they weren't no CD baby. We had to go Jetstar, the man them, press up the CDs. You know what I'm saying? Big up the man them, stuff music, my brethrens them times, because I won't be where I am today without certain man, Toba, Sam, Ray. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've always understood that I need to be able to say whatever I want to say at the show, at the studio. And for me, independence is key still. Like if I excuse me, can print up my albums and apply myself and sell each one for £5 when CDs were a thing, I only need to sell 1,000 CDs. Do the maths. Do you know what I mean? Like I need to apply myself. Then, you know. So I've always prided myself on independence. So it doesn't surprise me how things are going, because it's the same tricks they've been playing. It's just more people are on it now.
Right.
Yeah, and things have progressed, and there's a lot more. Like, you know, the internet's obviously bust open the world. You know what I mean? So things happen a lot quicker and faster, and. But yeah, big up everyone who is actually going into the industry, because fear's the great killer of dreams, bro.
For real.
Big up everyone who's actually going through there and stomping things down, and just getting what it is they want, or just going in there and just double crossing these donuts, because
for real.
Yeah, and just making them sing to their tune. But I mean, we often see things about where some of the people who do it well, where they end up. So, you know, I mean, bro, without making it sound too conspiracy type shit, I've always, bruv, remember when man was saying FTS? That was my banner, F the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuz that's cakes for you still. I weren't saying it because I just woke up and thought, I was saying it because, bro, how can you sleep on what is good, bro, and push out what is nonsense? And I act like I don't see this trend. It's like, nah, there's gotta be something. There's a deeper, darker underside, an underlay. You know? Yeah. Even if we want to act like it's not connected, you see what's going on with the youths right now. On the I won't say music is the only cause of it, but music helps, you know, has a part to play, you know. If the youths were listening to more informed music, or music that actually made them think or carry themselves in a different way, I'm not saying there won't be any issues, but there would be a lot less. Yeah, it wouldn't even look the way it looks right now. And that's just my opinion still. So I just feel like there's a lot of forces that, and I know this, I know this, you get me, I believe this anyway, that don't really have the people's interest at play. And yeah, of course music is powerful, and I ain't gonna let them donuts come and use me. Yeah, I might as well just go to Sainsbury's and buy fucking, you know what I'm saying, and come home and have some bread and eggs and crack on with it, bruv, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Alright, so as we're talking about like the formularities of like the power structures of like the internet and stuff like that, you see, like with how we've got the rise of the streaming platforms and social media, how do you think these digital tools have shaped the way hip-hop artists create and distribute their music today?
Bro, we just got to ride with the wave, man. Real talk, because that's another cycle. That's a cycle that I would say I was a bit too anti to immediately, but not as much as others, because I got onto the focus. I ain't released a physical CD in years, quite a few projects, and I was a man that I had everything on CDs printed up, or at least on a promo sense, proper art covers and everything. I used to put, because I used to love to have the finished product there, you know. But in a sense, if we go back in our era specifically, I remember when DJs, like big up DJs I know, that would be complaining about the Serato and the discs coming, as opposed to having to carry all their records around and the decks and stuff. I remember a lot of DJs at the time that embraced that. Now there's still people playing vinyl, and a lot of the time when DJs are going to big parties now, they don't even have to worry about carrying their vinyl. So what I'm trying to say is, like, inevitably time changes everything, bro. Yeah, before the CDs, we used to record on tapes in school. Yeah, then I remember tapes. After tapes, this thing called mini disc came out. Do you remember mini disc?
Yeah, I remember the
mini disc. Yeah. Inevitably, time comes and changes everything still. We can't do nothing about it. Even like with I remember I used to hate touchscreen phones. I could never get my head around them. I used to be on this BlackBerry thing when the smartphone started popping out. You get me? And I used to be on the had to have a QWERTY keypad. But eventually that just came and died, and there's so streaming was only gonna happen, bro. Yes, like you've got the option to have as mad as they are, as mad as it is when you have these conversations about the streaming sites bumping you and stuff. Remember, this is not so different from the record labels bumping the artists, or some deals some artists had.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's just a different style. Now I'm not saying that's a good thing. However, what will happen eventually is there'll be either more options or less options. They'll either lock it down, or eventually there might be other ways for people to license and stream. Yeah, you know. So I just think we can't like the person who wants to say, nah, I'm not gonna put my music up for streaming, that's fair enough, but then it might be that you've got to promote your music a little harder so you get people onto your site, and then you can pull off enough money from that. But yeah, without waffling too much, bro, I'll just say it's inevitable, and there's nothing we could do about that. Still, time changes everything. I stream a lot of my music. I'm walking over CDs in my house, classics I bought, bro. But it's like the thought of bringing one out, putting it into my car, and then wanting to listen to another track and put it in and then taking it. It's like, bruv, what are you gonna do? They're taking time out my day.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
Yeah, so I signed up to iTunes, and I've got Prime because of the thing, and then signed up to the other one, and then sometimes I change it, and then I just got all the options there. Now someone's gonna say, oh, you're supporting this and you're supporting that. Fam, I just want to listen to just want to listen to Sykes and
just keep it moving.
You know what I'm trying to say? That's all I'm trying to do, you know. So it's mad still. If we had more options, I remember a time when Jay-Z was making a lot of noise trying to get into his Tidal or whatever, and there was loads of people saying, yeah, get onto, you know, the independent thing, but I ain't even heard too much more about anything ethical from that side. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they are still doing something that others aren't doing, but yeah, at least he provided the option for you to say, all right, you don't want an artist to be getting bumped on Spotify, come to Tidal, and yeah, it's just what it is, bro. It's just what it is.
Recently, we've seen like artists like, you know, Kendrick lyrically going at J. Cole, Drake, you know, these two artists, you know, responding back in timely fashion. Rick Ross also sending shots. Even Chris Brown's trying to get a piece with Quavo. You know, many people believe that these events are all staged, and it seems like pretty unlikely, as they all happened in a tight cluster. My question to you is, do you think hip-hop's true essence is dying out and is now scripted, or is it still potent as ever but just not acknowledged or involved within the mainstream?
I think hip-hop can never die out, bro. Like, for example, like, as long as there's... I don't even want to make it about me. But as long as there's an artist like myself, a brother out there who I ain't even heard him yet, but when I do hear him or when I see him performing or her, I'm gonna be like, nah, this brother's fire. It's refreshing. His thing's different. He ain't. Yeah. Hip hop, like, can win elections, make you buy clothes. It's such a universal style. Yeah. So anyone who's saying hip hop is dying is either not checking the real bigger picture because they're a bit closeted, or they're trying to push this narrative so they can eat from it, bro. Yeah. Like, these labels have never had a say on what is cool. Now they acting like they do because they can influence numbers. But go into the comments. Go into an organic rapper's comments who's just pushing his thing and does not bust yet. Go into one of these label puppets, these donuts who got 13 million views on the first day and all these, when they're dancing weird and doing all these weird little things, huh? Yeah. Like, bro, they've never had the power, you know, but they try and control it. Like, hip hop is from the streets, bro. The streets is cool. When we watch gangster movies or movies in any sense, there's always a romance to what them people are going through, and this is life, bro. Hip hop is raw. They ain't got no power. But what it is like, now in this digital, back in the day, record labels used to go buy their own artists. Right, they did. Yeah. On the first day. Yeah. Now they can push up the TikTok numbers or do a dance or influence this group or this person to post up and then make the people think, okay, cool. The smart ones soon wake up. Forget about the rest because they don't want to wake up. The smart ones soon wake up still. So for me, hip hop can't die in that sense. There's always gonna be it's always, even when they try and ignore it, there's always gonna be. It's like battle rapping, for example. Remember when battle rapping took over? It was almost like this world that if you weren't a battle rapper, it's like these guys, they're just talking. You know what I mean? But battle rapping came and went into a whole So I remember there was times where it was so big on the streets in America where people was winning big, like, but they didn't have no corporate sponsorships or nothing like that. Yeah, so I use that as an example to say hip hop can never die because it's in the hearts of the creators, the users. You know what I mean? But what what happens is we think because we're on the internet, we're deciding what we want to see. You know, back in the day, we used to watch TV, 5 channels of Sky, and you put on MTV Base and they just show you the thing, and then we could say, man, they ain't playing the realness on that. They need to play more. Then we go on the internet and decide what we want to see. But now this technology is so advanced. We will hear the famous term, the algorithm, but do you mean there's paid sponsorships, there's things linking to things and whatever.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff that's determining what you might scroll, and you start thinking, right, hip hop is dead. Nah, man, never that. Cakes just dropped the album, you know.
That's right.
Easy.
All right, so this is spin a bit of madness in it. Like with a name like Diddy, aka Puffy, he's synonymous with a lot of atrocities at the moment, allegedly. Is this kind of behavior familiar within the industry / celebrity lifestyle?
Bro, look, man, I'm not here to talk about things I don't know, but let's just 1 second. The other day I'm watching that brother DJ Academics talking on a YouTube thing on someone's page or something. He's gone. He's talking about Drake and Future and them, man. He's gone. Don't know why Drake's always taking these man's girls, because they like he doesn't have to do that. Like that Academics brother is actually a funny dude. He's got a funny little way. I don't follow everything they do, but sometimes just his voice might draw me into a little post or whatever. So he's saying, yeah, these men normally have regular freak-off on YouTube. He's saying these men have regular freak-off parties with up to 600 girls. Now that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but let's just quarter it. Right. 150 girl at the party, and everyone's banging it. Bro, that's a cork.
That's a madness.
Bro, that's a madness.
Yeah, that's a madness, bro.
That's a madness, bro.
Yeah.
That's like that's wild, bro. Bro, like, and then so forget these rappers for a minute. 150 girls left their house.
Yeah, right. It's real. It's real like that.
Are you okay?
What are you doing? Yeah.
Are you buzzing? I don't want to hear that they was young. 150 girls. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. So what I'm trying to say is like, bro, this is an accident waiting to happen, man. Yeah, like even if you listen to what the stuff that the like, bro, it might be that I was too young to understand back in the day. But when I'm listening to some of the stuff these artists are saying, that's fair enough if that's just your artistic thing. But he's saying, come back to the party. 150 of y'all. Yeah, so I'm not here to judge, but I just think like, I mean, people are gonna abuse power. That's one. People are gonna abuse money. That's two. But I mean, Tupac was talking about some of the madnesses going on in the industry, bro. The same brother he was talking about, yeah. I swear that brother's like Diddy's one of his elders or something, without naming any names. Do you know what I mean? Quincy Jones, not naming any names. Yeah. So I'm trying to say is like, it's like, all right, let's be real. Are you gonna let your child sleep over at Michael Jackson's house, bro?
No, that's long. That's long, bro. That's not happening.
At any artist's house?
No.
Like I don't know. I don't know. Let's just pick something out. Like Victoria Beckham. You don't even know. We just know them from. They say they're having a party. Would you let your kids stay over there?
No, I'm coming to collect you, innit? Or not even that. I'm there with you, innit?
I'm there with you. I don't know them.
I don't care who you are.
So for me, it's like it's just weird already, bro. It's like the whole setup is so weird. I don't even know. But the thing about Diddy is, a lot of men been pointing the finger at Diddy from time, but no one's really. I mean, look, listen. on one of my tunes, I got a tune saying, I don't want it to be like I'm here talking and someone says, "Right, Cakes has got a bar." I got a tune where I'm saying, obviously Diddy knows who killed Biggie. Moving on quickly. You know, I didn't want to talk too much about it, but I'm saying, right, blood. Because Biggie was one of my, at the time, as a young boy, Biggie's, I mean, to keep it a buck without waffling too much, Diddy's been top tier in a mad world, if you like, for a long time still. Now, if he's not guilty of anything and they're just trying to pull a black man down, yeah, that's cap, man. And that's always the same story, you know. But if unfortunately, because you gotta get your hands dirty, you know, to be here, you gotta get your hands dirty, and then now it's okay, your turn. Then I guess it's a something we could all learn from still. Because I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, I don't know how all these allegations, I don't even know how the FBI could come to your yard, all these allegations, and then you're on a plane flying all around the world and still chilling, and
it don't make sense,
it just doesn't even make no sense. So after a while it's like, are you trying to defame the brother's character, or is it real? Or again, I'm being so diplomatic because I'm on camera right now. Yeah, you got to afford everyone their benefit of doubt, but yeah, it seems like Diddy's been. It seems like a couple people been coming at Diddy from an angle for a long time still, and he's been swerving it. Do you know what I mean? Like, man's been saying he's moving a certain way, but he's been making it out like he don't. But then now it seems like everyone's coming at him. Well, boy, I don't know. That's not my business, bro. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's whatever.
What does Big Cakes represent in the realm of hip hop today?
What does Big Cakes represent? I represent conscious thought, independent music, I would say. Just authentic, that authentic UK sound, bro. Yeah, I don't stray too far away from that still. You know, certain man started off rapping in the UK, rapping American. Fortunately for me, I didn't. I kicked up bars in the playground, sounding American, but I never recorded. I'm recording early. I'm recording like 17, 18, you feel me? So I never tried to fit into any style or whatever. I just came with my real bars and just, yeah, said what I had to say. So I think that's what I still represent. Apply yourself. I think just me as a person, if I'm gonna keep it 100%, because I've never really been a good seller of myself, but without just keeping it 100, I think my music just shows the world what I'm going through and how you can go through it, you know. It's like when I started doing this whole gardening thing, I could have just said, well, no one don't want to listen to gardening. People want to listen to Busta Nine and battle raps and stuff, but that's not what I'm about. I'm discovering and learning certain things, and then it's like, rah, how can I put this in my music and make it sound dope? And yeah, so for one, I've got the freedom to do that. I don't have no pressure from anyone. I've never had that. Do you know what I mean? As long as I think it's dope, the producer thinks it's dope, it's like, yeah, you know. So I think I just represent independent music, man. I think anyone who knows my journey, or anyone who's gonna pick up on my journey, can, if they want to look back at how much material I've put out independently and where I've been and what I've done and the associations and that, it just shows you ain't got to pander to no one, man, to make your statement, you know. I mean, let's keep it a buck. I could pay some DJs and some PR people and shoot some more videos. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I just wanna do stuff like cake. Why don't you? I just wanna enjoying life too much still. You know what I mean? So, and I don't want it. I don't want it to be as in a I don't want my legacy to be as opposing to something. You ain't got to be like. I'm not saying my lifestyle's better than anyone else's lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying you could do it this way still. Because what I often find is people think it's not cozy over here. Yeah, people think like you can't hit your goals and targets because bro, I'll never be able to compete with Coca-Cola. Yeah, if my dream is to start a Coca-Cola company, yeah, I'll start a cola drinks company. If I keep looking at the sales and looking at what Coca-Cola's doing, bro, they took hundreds of years to establish that, and they've got to put in mad work to keep the thing running. Yeah, I've got now. There's a man out there that's selling cold cola for me. He's manufactured it, and we ain't even never heard about him. And he's got his people, and that's why I represent, bro. My little niche market, you know, that followed with me and stuck with me for time because they know what exactly it is I do. And then the ones I'm gonna acquire, you know. And yeah, bro, I ain't trying to do nothing that I ain't even trying to change my style up to impress no one. You know what I'm trying to say? What I'm trying to do is knuckle down and show people that we can take this style. Yeah, you know, so yeah. It's just cakes, man. It's just big cakes. If you listen to my music, you should know that I'll just be rapping about whatever the flip I'm rapping about still. Yeah. Like, you know, one day it dawned on me, bro, what commercial music is, yeah? And I realized what commercial music is not pop music. I don't mind making a pop track or some pop music, but sometimes I used to think I did. A pop track is just a popular song, bro. Popular track, you know? The labels have managed to make a certain type of beat or a certain type of tempo that they call pop music, but it's just because they're saying it's popular music. Everyone gets it, yeah? A commercial track, in my opinion, forgive me if you disagree, we don't have to, we've got a right to disagree, yeah? A commercial track is like these tracks where man will be saying, yeah, pulled up in my Mercs, rolling with my AV, got my new era, talking on my iPhone. Bro, he's dedicated his career. It's like a paid sponsor or something. Yeah. It's like, but they don't even know you, bro. You're just trying to, you know what I mean? It's like, you've dedicated your career to talking about and promoting things to the people. And I don't think people realize it because, you know, in real life, it feels so cool to, I don't know, wear some designer clothes. But bro, it's nonsense. How much, bruv? How is man paying £1,000 for a t-shirt? And how many of them t-shirts are you gonna have?
Trust me.
And then I wake up and I start bragging about that t-shirt. That's mad, fam.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I know.
In my opinion, that's so crazy. I'm like, nah. But it took me a while to understand that. Now, some people, commercial music, the level of commercial music, commercial promotions or whatever in their music ain't that mad. It's a bit of, you know what I mean? But if you look at some rappers especially, their tunes are literally promoting products and death, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I listen to Future because I'm not taking no lean, bro. The song sounds good. But, bro, if I listen to Future and I was on lean, he's trying to tell man how to have an overdose tonight. The donut. And fam, do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
No, I hate you.
He's saying, yeah, but he's talking of madness. Yeah? And it's like, there's actually a lot of kids on lean. There's actually a subsection of society on that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, and you see those things they're talking about, a company actually makes it. A drug company makes it.
Right.
And you know what I mean? So yeah, when I look at them sort of things, I'm like, man, music is powerful, bro. We've always known this. Religious brothers gonna come tell you God's favorite angel that turned into the demon was the head of music. And next person's gonna tell you the music frequency and the beats and the disc and blah blah blah. Even when you're going to war, you're playing music. In the funeral, they're playing music. In the wedding, they're playing music. In the church, they're playing music. Is so powerful that I'm not gonna pretend like it isn't, and then come here and do some work for some people that don't. They don't rate me, you know, fam.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, but I rate me.
Yeah.
So bun them.
Yeah.
Piss off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm gonna do my music how I like. Cause I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm just saying, yes, my God-given talent, bro. Yeah, so I'm gonna just do whatever I want with it and share it with the world. But yeah, big up everyone pushing what the labels is telling them to do. You have to eat, innit? We have to get some beat. You know what I'm trying to say? It's another day at the job, another day at the work. Don't watch what I'm saying. Get that guala.
What first sparked your passion for agriculture and cultivating vegetation, and how is that initial spark evolved over time?
Simple, bro. Simple. You couldn't get me to concentrate in the garden. I mean, I might have. When I was a kid, I remember in Niger, I put some beans in the pots and they grew up, and it was quite fascinating to look at. And I'm sure once upon a time I've planted a little sunflower or something. But bro, you couldn't get me to go into the garden. It was not my thing. I mean, I had a friend of mine had an allotment, always trying to get me involved. Are you mad? I'm not messing up my trainers. I just bought these Nikes. Do you know what I mean? I ain't messing up my gear, going to the garden. But what it was, bro, simple answer, lockdown, innit? These donuts tried to lock man down. They just freed my mind, fam. They just bust open my cranium, cuz that's all that happened. What happened was lockdown was they had, as you know, everybody sat in their crib, couldn't go out and do nothing. Luckily for me, the job I do, or the job I was doing, was classed as a key worker. So I was out anyway, and coming home. Now when I'd come home after work, being so dead outside, and come home and it's just quiet and just, you know what I mean? Because more time I was by myself. I mean, I just stacking up these pallets at work because the brother wasn't coming to come clear them or whatnot. And it's got to the point where I'm saying, all right, this is long, I'm gonna break them down. And then I couldn't fit all the wood into the bins, and I was like, oh, let me do something creative with the wood. So at the time I had a camera, and I was in my spare time I was trying to take, because I had some big lens, I was trying to take pictures of birds and, you know what I mean, the moon or some nonsense. Anyway, so now I'm using the bits of wood to make flower pots in my garden, or to make little things the birds could come in or whatever. So that's where it started from, bro. And then I've made a little joke about, I've made a flower pot. It looked like nonsense, but it looked good to me because it took me time. And I made a joke on Facebook about me anyone wanting to buy it, I'll make another one, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, can't remember who this person was, but she said, yeah, she'll buy the flowers, buy the pot or whatever. And it's like, really? I'm going to send, I think you're just flattering my ego. Yeah. But anyway, in that conversation, I thought, well, I'm not going to send this in the post, so I might as well just use it. So I just put some soil in it and put some seeds in it. Bro, sure, I took some pictures for Facebook, and I took another picture. It's like the something was growing in it. I think it was some potatoes or something. And I thought, rah, you could do some more of this, bro, because you got the garden there. Why don't you? And then, bro, the rest is history. Like, because I found one picture the other day where it was just that pot there and nothing around in the garden. And then the garden just looks like a forest now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it just grew from watching one plant come I could put some carrots there, I can put some carrots, and then obviously that season was over, and then okay, we can do this next year, and then before you knew it, I just really wanted to garden, bro. Like one year particularly that impressed me was like I got so much peppers, sweet peppers and Scotch bonnets. I didn't buy peppers till the next year, like, because I had loads in my freezer. Yeah, just frozen, do you know what I mean? And Scotch bonnets, how many do you need? Like, I make a lot of stew, but it's like 2 or 1 if it's a big one, do you know what I mean, per stew. So I had bare for the whole year, you know. So it's things like that that just made me think, rah, how come they're not teaching this in school? Oh, obviously, if they taught this in school, less man would go supermarket and they would, do you know what I mean? So from there, you know my thing, bro. Instagram page, let's show the people what I'm doing, do you know what I mean? And then some people try to act like, I say some people, but some people who I know should be supporting it or even boosting up the thing, try to act like it's not that. But I know what I'm doing because I know the people who've come back to me and said, yo, Cakes, bro, I went and I got into this journey because, yeah, like I'm eating this because the amount of pictures and feedback I've got, I'm like, yeah, no problem, that's fine. Like, it's not, they don't even, I can, even if them people came and told me, oh yeah, they did all of that, it's not for my ego. All the praises go to God, bro. Remember, because I didn't create none of this, you know. I'm just discovering amazing things that's already there by the works of the Most High, you get me? So yeah, on that note, yeah, that's how I got into the gardening thing, bro. Lockdown, and then a lot of the personal growth, because in lockdown, as you know, they was trying to get everyone to go get the, you know what I'm saying, go get the boosts and all them sort of things. But there's a lot of man who was saying, rah, this how you know what I mean? So just that whole anti-dem narrative, it just made sense. It's just like, Cakes, you should have been gardening from time, you know. Alright, my son, bless him, more time he would be on his PS5 or on his phone whenever he's with me. But sometimes he would be like, Dad, he'd ask me, do you want a hand in the garden? Or sometimes I'll ask him for certain things and he'll just come and you know what I mean, show his interaction. So for me, it's like, that's dope, because I know when I was a kid, my dad wasn't trying to, you know, so yeah.
Do you know what, yeah? And that, you know, this is the last question, yeah, but it just makes me just think of that. It's funny how it ties in. I was saying, how do you envision the future of agriculture and vegetation cultivation, and what role do you hope to play in shaping that future?
That's a powerful question, my broski. Sykes tried to come with the bachelor's, the dissertation question, huh? Now that's a good question still. It's not cop out, but I really do believe in the Most High, in the Creator, yeah. So it's like it's already done, man. It's already decided in a sense, huh? But I just know I want to make a good contribution. The amount, if someone says, "Oh, Cakes, man, the praise, thank you," but the praises go to God. So I just want to leave. I want to make a good impact. I want to make a strong impact in the lives of the people I touch in my life. You know, we ain't gonna be here forever. And even sometimes I think to myself, do you know how many memory cards and how much pictures and how much stuff is online? Who's ever gonna go through? There's so much, you know what I mean? But the feeling in some of them pictures at the time, the people might not even be there no more, but that feeling is you can't place a value on it. Yeah, so bro, I just know each one teach one. I just know everything I've learnt in my life, good or bad, I've used it. If I've learnt a bad habit, I've used it and had to fight to stop using it. If I learnt a good habit, from the day I learnt how to drive, write, talk, speak, everything is in use. Yeah, so I don't want to be a preacher per se. I just want to be a teacher per se, in the sense that I've had the opportunity, or people have given me the opportunity to teach them what I found out. Yeah, and then don't even take what I say, because some of them might take what I say, because you need time for something else. But some of them are gonna check what I say and come back and teach me or teach someone else that was right or that was wrong. And so it's everything is connected, bro. So yeah, I want to leave a good impact, and I want to use it to leave a positive impact on my legacy. I wish, bless her, my mum was here and she's still eating some of the stuff I was making, so she could say, I was growing, sorry. So I could get that feed. She could look at me and say, "Rah, my boy, the son that I carried, you've grown from this to that, and now you're, you know." And I think agriculture, or put it this way, I think inevitably more people are gonna wake up to this grow your own thing. Yeah, because it's not like back in the day where the system had the thing locked and there was no information. Now they've got the thing locked and patterned, but there's bare information, bro. There's enough information to know that. It's like the other day yesterday I was reading something about Tesco chicken or something and McDonald's chicken, where they grow them, is causing some toxic gas or some sort in the newspaper. And I was like, I remember when people try and tell you about these factories where they would say, hey man, it's just another story, it's just another. What I'm trying to say is, like, it's getting to the point where there's too much information out there, too much discussions out there, where inevitably more people are going to say, okay, I'm going to double down on what I'm doing, or I'm going to go and find an alternative. So yeah, like I said, I never thought I'd be eating from my garden this year, but I'm sure this trend's gonna carry on, bro. The amount, even when I started my garden journey, yeah, the amount of people who hollered at me and said, bro, look at my plants, and I was like, you're lying, you're in the. They're like, yeah, bro, rappers. Yeah, so say nah, they've been on it, but they just kind of kept their thing quiet. That's another thing that kind of made me feel good about myself, because I thought, because a lot of the time I was like, why you tell no one? And it was like, oh, it's just the thing I do. And I was like, no man, this thing you do, you need to tell everybody about it, you know. So yeah, even the other day someone told me they got an allotment that I would have never thought would have got an allotment. So yeah, I think with time, and then we're gonna show the youths a bit more of what's going on. And yeah, it's coming, man. It's coming. Like, and the technology is obviously aiding with it as well. Nowadays, you could get one of these lights. Just get a little wardrobe or something. Do you know what I mean? You don't even need nothing. You don't even need a window. You can be eating from, you know, and learning, you know. So yeah, but just being an Aries, I might wake up tomorrow and discover that I like snorkeling or some shit. And then I start trying to tell everyone about the joys of snorkeling still, like I want. Yeah, it's just, this is what I'm on right now, bro, and I love it. You know what it is as well, I never knew I'd be on it for this long, this whole gardening thing. Yeah, but something that crossed my mind was, if you like strawberries and you started farming at, I don't know, you discovered farming late, but earlier than I did, and you discovered farming at 30, you'd be lucky if you got 35 seasons, bro. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, and 35 ain't a big nut. Like, if you think how much different times of the year we've eaten straw, yeah, what I'm trying to say, you'd be lucky if you get 35 drops. For real. So yeah, it's get on it and enjoy it. And keep it going. And then of course, green fingers weren't born and weren't taught. Rome weren't built in a day, innit? It takes experience as the best teacher still. So for anyone who's thinking about the gardening or farming or the allotment or the windowsill journey, I'm begging you, don't even hesitate a word. Just go shop, buy some pots, buy some soil, drop some seeds, watch what happens. What's the worst that could happen? You get me?
Yeah, man. The rest is history, isn't it?
The rest
Really.
is history. Just care and attention. You get me? Care and attention.
All right. So for those that are sleeping under a rock, bro, how can they contact you or just follow your movement?
Bro, they just put Big Cakes. If you just put Big Cakes hip hop in Google, it should rally back and re-divert still. Because obviously Big Cakes is quite a generic term. If you mean, bro, just Google Big Cakes hip hop, and yeah, if it's a YouTube thing, it'll point you to general main direction where I'm at. If it's a Instagram thing, I still enjoy Instagram compared to all the other platforms. I never really took up TikTok as well as I know I should have, but I got a TikTok page, Origami Gardens, Big Cakes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just all the music is out there still. But yeah, just get at me. It's a real person. It's not like I don't know, like a table of people handling my messages and shit. I might respond late, but yeah. Anyway, it's just there online. Everything's connected. We connected now, you know. So, yeah.
Definitely, brother. Thanks for your thoughts and your time.
Thank you, bro.
Love,
Thanks for having me. Big up,
love,
G.
man,
Come on, man. And yeah, you guys big up yourselves still. Stay blessed.
Definitely. Peace.